Hi, in this video, I'm going to briefly introduce the school's AUP. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about what an AUP is and why schools need one. I will give a brief overview of the school's AUP policies, and I will give some suggestions for communication methods, and I will recommend also some literature. First of all, what is an AUP? AUP stands for Acceptable Use Policy, and it is a document that outlines the technology rules that students and teachers must comply with within the school. Two dimensions of an AUP are that it protects the users from inappropriate material online, and it enables students and teachers to access extensive resources on the internet for their job and learning. As there is an increasing internet access in schools, schools must implement acceptable policies to govern student and staff conduct online. There is a big need for that. Usually, the components of an AUP will have the definition and purpose of the AUP, the rights, responsibilities, the risks, penalties, and parental consent for the case of student AUPs. If a school has to make an effective AUP, then it must have input from all community members. We have to make it concise so that it is easily accessible, understood by all members of the school community, and that it serves as a guidelines to meet educational goals. According to the literature, AUPs, the current AUPs in use appear to be some mechanisms for dealing with unacceptable behavior. But it is important that we make AUPs to be proactively promote desirable and effective security behaviors. So I'm going to move now to the school's AUP and highlight a few points from it. Here is the school's AUP. As you can see, there is a consent form. Unfortunately, the school does not have a teacher AUP. It only has a student AUP. So there's a consent form for us, for parents to accept that they have read and understood the AUP, and then it introduces some specific things that need to be done. And then there are the general policies here. Everybody must agree to these policies, and these rules apply to use in school computers wherever they may be, wherever you are using the school computers. You have to use these rules. Remember that your account is monitored. You have to follow all the generally acceptable rules of the network and etiquette in the school. When you use school devices, the internet to communicate, you need to be polite and use appropriate language. You cannot use someone else's username to gain access to school network, and you must write down your password. You must not write down your password or share your password with others, and you cannot use the network or your own property to access or process pornographic material, inappropriate text, and files that are dangerous to the network, to the integrity of the network. When you communicate online, you should stay away from bullying, threatening language, abusive language, and other forms of language that are not appropriate to the school community. If there is any unpleasant behavior that you notice, you need to report it by sending a message in order to protect yourself. You cannot use storage media such as USBs within the school. And most importantly, you need to be kind when you are online. This is very important. Uh, okay, so some suggestions for communicating AUPs. Uh, it is, I suggest that the school can make short videos to explain the components of the AUP that I just explained about, and send them to everyone, to the students, of the school community, so that people watch the videos and understand. In addition, this AUP is online, so it will be important that they can share the links with parents and other school community members through emails. Some suggestions for teachers to implement these AUPs in their classes. I think that at the beginning of the year, within the first 2 or 3 weeks, teachers should stress the importance of the AUP in each and every class of theirs. For the first few classes, teachers can devote some time to get students to read, understand the AUP, and create some sort of posters to put around the classroom so that it keeps them reminded of those policies. And throughout the year, teachers need to closely monitor students to make sure that they adhere to these AUP policies, and that they are also safe, healthy, and they use the internet in ethical and legal ways. Here are some recommended readings for you to know more about how AUPs are being used worldwide. Okay, thank you.